when you look at like a Tekken, the upper echelon of players that you're looking at players from Korea. When you're looking at a Street Fighter, you're looking at the Japanese players. But with KOF, especially with all the different iterations, I feel like it's a lot more spread out.
Yeah, like people like KOF is always known as like the Latin America game. Like Mexico strong, Brazil.
Yep.
I believe there's a scene in Chile as well. I know a couple people from there, like Kane Blue Rivers from there. I think Colombia has a pretty decent scene. I've seen them on Fightgate all the time.
Right.
There's a lot of South America, like Latin America countries that play it. Usually it's North Mexico that plays KOF. Like North Mexico, like Tijuana and was it like Juarez? Like those areas like are big into KOF, but South is more into like Marvel and stuff like that.
Interesting.
I think they like MK as Marvel's like was the big game down there. Not a lot of them could ever like come up or like really enter anything. Like you'll see them on Fightgate every now and then.
It is interesting, just kind of like seeing like the progression of the series, and then also knowing the progression, seeing the community kind of like dive in at like specific titles, like knowing like the overall scope of the series. It kind of like makes sense why some people have spent a lot of time devoted to KOF 98, or they're focusing on 02.
I know Brazil and Mexico are huge in 2002. Like they still play it now. Like it was a new game that dropped last week.
Wow.
That's what China with 97 and 98. I think Taiwan's the same way. Korea, KOF's like older like 98's huge there. I think Japan likes the modern games a bit more, but they kind of play everything over there.
Right.
I mean, they make the game.
I mean, I would be surprised if they did. So are there any like particular countries that have really stood out in some of the more modern KOFs? 15, even moving back to 14?
Europe. Like France, European countries, North Africa. There's like that's where Frynel's from, and Freezer and a couple other players, like really strong players from like Morocco. There's China, like Xiaohai.
Yeah, Xiaohai. Yeah.
He's the god of 15 right now. The game, like, people say the game like perfectly caters to his play style.
Oh god.
More than like any other KOF. Like he got it before everybody else did. Like he just understands the game. And of course, there's other Chinese players, like strong, like Chinese players, like I think Daco is like his training partner, I believe. And there's a few others. Taiwan, like some of the O2 UM gods from Taiwan, like Nikolai, are playing 15 and doing extremely well. And then of course you have your Japans, like ET, Score, Akira just won a big tournament recently.
Yep.
And then had to apologize for playing Ralph, Terry, Vanessa.
Oh my god! Don't apologize. You're playing the meta. Don't blame the player. Hate the game.
We see like some of the Koreans coming back from like the 13 days. Korea was extremely strong. They were Cafe Id. That was like the lounge they played at, and I think something happened with that one. But a lot of the players are still around. And like,
okay.
Matt KOF and Lacid. There's a few others, and like they're doing extremely well right now too. And then of course you have Mexico, and then in the U.S. there's a lot of strong players here too. There's some that moved from Mexico, like I believe Luis Chaz is still in the U.S. I think Violent Kane's in the U.S. right now too. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But you still have the Vegas crew. Romance is still around. There's Johnny KOF. And then you just have like the American American players.
The people who were born here.
Yeah, like you have Andy OCR is doing pretty well right now.
Yeah.
The Chicago guys like James Jr., Mooney Blues. Those players are extremely strong. And then you have East Coast, Texas, and shoot, like me and Kenshi get our stuff together. You could say Ohio too.
Hey.
We do have like Danny J as well, and Sarah's a strong player from Columbus. I think Cincy's been leveling up a lot. There's just a lot of people to look out for right now. It's like such a widespread, like it's like a global game. Like the only places it wasn't really popular before, it was like U.S. and some of the European countries. It wasn't big. I don't think it was big in like UK or anything. It was more like France or Germany played KOF. Germany's really big in 11. Some countries just have their game.
It's pretty interesting, like how it's like so like internationally spread, which makes asking a question like which region would you see potentially dominating some like the bigger tournaments as offline events are coming back? Like there's so many things that could potentially influence that. Because if basically like this game is appealing in like almost like every notable country in the FGC, then it's really just a matter of like, okay, which players could actually just get to the US and compete in some of these tournaments.
Well, Shanghai would kill everybody.
Yes.
I think like just that Southeast Asia is just really strong right now. And there are some players in Mexico. Oh, I forgot Bala. Bala's playing again. But unfortunately, I don't think he can come to the US again. But like, if we're able to get like some of the stronger players, I think just those Mexican players in the Southeast Asia would dominate, I believe. But yeah, they're strong players everywhere. Some strong players in Canada too. It's crazy to think about. Oh, how'd I forget the Middle East?
Oh.
Yeah, Arslan Ash. I think he was originally a KOF player. I mean, that's where he got his handle. Like Ash Crimson.
Arslan, yeah, I remember now. Yep.
Yeah, I forgot. I think they would do extremely well too. I want to see Arslan Ash play some of these players from other countries.
Let me know what you guys think of this discussion in the comments below, and while you're down there, make sure to like this video and also subscribe for more videos on fighting games and the fighting game community. I want to give a very special thanks to all of my subscribers. You guys make this all worth it. I want to give a special thanks to GenesisDC for working with me on this project, so if you want to check out some of the stuff that he's doing, you can check out his socials in the description below. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. I've been ShaolinPretzels, and as always, stay salty.